Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube and welcome back to the channel. We are in the beautiful, the stunning, the scenic, the very famous fishing port of Mevagissey. And actually guys, there's not that many fishing ports or working fishing ports left in Cornwall now, but that's a topic for another day. And I think because the council or whoever's in charge of fishing is imposing silly taxes, insurances and all kinds of stuff that basically prices people out of fishing and just makes it unaffordable. And that in turn pushes up the price of fish, which is a bit of a nightmare. And seeing as we're on the topic of fish guys, that is the reason why we're here today in the beautiful Mevagissey. It's to head to the Fisherman's Chippy. Now if you ask any person in Cornwall what their favourite fish and chip shop is, you get a whole host of different answers, and I think it's really subjective. Quite a few fish and chip shops down here have won awards, and I think it's fair to say there's some amazing fish and chip shops in Cornwall. There's also some bad ones as well. But what makes a good fish and chip shop? Really, I think it's simple. Fresh fish, straight from the Cornish sea, cooked in good old beef dripping, served with a smile, sensible portions at decent prices. There's definitely a lot of places down here that overcharge you, kind of I would call them touristy places or places for the London lot, where you can pay a huge price for fish and chips. I mean, look at Tom Kerridge in Harrods at the moment charging what, 45, 50 pounds for some Cornish fish and chips, where you can come here to Mevagissey and get that for 12, 13 quid. It's the same fish from the same places in Cornwall, caught by the same fishermen. Why charge the silly prices? So we're here to try the Fisherman's Chippy. What I like about the Fisherman's Chippy is it's no nonsense. It serves fresh fish from Mevagissey, from the local fishermen here, so it's sustainable. The fish has never seen a freezer, and the boys in there are proper decent lads. And the other reason I like it is you can get 3 different sizes of fish there, of cod. So you can get a mini cod, a medium cod or a large cod. And you know at lunchtime you don't want a massive cod and chips because it fills you up, bloats you out and slows you down for the day. So mini cod and chips is just perfect. And I think it's £5.50. I'll confirm that in the next part of the video. But it's cheap guys, it's not expensive. As I said, no nonsense fish and chips from Mevagissey in Cornwall, at a decent price, no messing about. And we've got a lovely bit of Cornish sunshine as well, which makes it all the better. It's been a beautiful week in Cornwall so far, so let's keep it that way and keep the rain off, because it's been an absolute nightmare a few months down here, with it raining nearly every single day pretty much since December. So guys, whilst we head down to the Fisherman's Chippy, I'm going to tell you some lovely facts about Mevagissey and why it's such a beautiful place to visit and somewhere that you should definitely take a detour to. Let's show you some more of Mevagissey. Look at the beautifulness of this guys. Narrow streets and colourful terraced houses lead down to the centre of the old Mevagissey, where the distinctive twin harbour provides a safe haven for the many fishing boats that still land their daily catch here. In typical picture postcard style, pubs, cafes, galleries and shops cluster around the harbour walls and line the pretty streets of Mevagissey. Around the maze of narrow streets you'll find plenty of seafood restaurants that the village is renowned for, and there is nothing more sublimely Cornish than tucking in some local scallops, crab, mackerel or in our case today fish and chips. And did you know the Fisherman's Chippy has been owned by the same family since 2012? Named after 2 Irish saints, St Meva and St Issy, the village dates back to at least the early 14th century, and during the 1800s Mevagissey prospered on the back of the abundant source of pilchards caught by the fishermen. And you can learn all about the history of the village at the Mevagissey Museum on the harbour. Mevagissey has no beach apart from a small one accessed by a very steep stairway. And just in case I forget to say it guys, thanks so much for all the support on the recent videos. If you like our videos and you love watching our channel, hit that like button down below on the video and the subscribe as well to see more of our content in your feed. So most visitors head over to Portmelon, just to the south for a dip. Further afield, the village of Gorenhaven makes for a nice day out with a sheltered beach tucked inside the safety of a harbour wall. Behind Mevagissey, the lost gardens of Heligan are a must, especially in the spring where the rhododendrons and azaleas are in full bloom. It is possible to walk up to the gardens from the village, and there's also a regular bus service. I think the hardest part of this video today is going to be finding somewhere quiet to sit and eat these fish and chips, because there's tourists everywhere today. Like I said, I think the sun must be drawing them out. Right then, fish and chips secured. Now I've got to find somewhere sans touristes to eat these. I also forgot to mention that Mevagissey is famous not only for fish and chips, its beautiful harbour, but also for its narrow streets. And pretty much every time I come here, I see someone getting stuck in a car or a van in these narrow streets. And it's on Facebook pretty much every day. I think they should really put some more signs up. It's a nightmare. Obviously not designed for cars, guys. Beautiful view out behind me here over the St Austell Bay. I've got 2 cameras as well. Look at this, camera 1 and camera 2. This is going to be fun to edit. So, got the old Diet Coke, mashed peas, curry sauce of course. Ooh, beautiful smell. I've gone for salt and vinegar today, guys. A bit controversial because not everyone likes that, but have a look at these, look. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's get a close up here. Look at that, mini cod, chips, lovely. As a Cornish man once said, guys, keep one eye on your food and one eye on the seagulls. Actually, I don't know if that's true, I just made that up. But it could be, couldn't it? First of all, let's try a chip. Always good. I think there's something about eating fish and chips and sitting by the sea that's just really, really beautiful. These chips are really good, guys. Nice crunch, fluffy on the inside. One eye out for the seagulls. If that's not true, then let me know in the comments, but I bet you it is. I bet you a Cornish man said that once. Yeah, nice and thick, guys. Just get a bit of a Dunkin' action. Good. Lots of people walking past thinking, what the hell are you doing? So it's not a spicy curry, quite a mild one, but it's good. Nice and thick. Pretty decent portion as well. So the mini cod is £5.50, the small chips £2.50, the sauces are £2, mushy peas are £2. Unlike Tom Kerridge and Harrods. I did see that Gary Eats did Tom's Fish and Chips and Harrods recently, and he was really unimpressed. Beautiful and flaky. Look at that. Oh, it's really hot. That's a good bit of fish. We expect Cornish cod. They've never been near a freezer, which is exactly what you want for fish and chips. Fresh as the day it was caught. Mushy peas. Look at the colour on those. Very vibrant. Mushy peas with fish and chips. Bit of a staple, isn't it? I can't say it's always my favourite thing to get. Go with the tradition. They're really good. Nice and salty, buttery, very flavourful. For a mini cod, it's quite a big portion. Look at that. Beautiful flavor. Lush. They do a good bit of fish here. More and more people turning up, guys. We have an audience today. Blimey. Beautiful view of the harbour behind me as well. But I couldn't face that way because it would have just been non-stop people walking past. And as we speak, there's a boat coming in right now with a PW registration, which I've learnt since moving to Cornwall is Padstow, or where the boat was first registered in Padstow. Cod is so good. Really, really flaky. Amazing. As they say in Cornwall, proper job. It's constant people walking past like, what are you doing? YouTube guys, this is the future. Those peas are really good. I've had better curry sauces, but the cod is amazing. The chips are always good. The peas are lovely. I prefer a more spicier curry sauce, I think. Beautiful crisp and batter as well. I think the last time I did one of these fish and chip review videos, I was in Padstow at Rick Stein's. It's very expensive. Rick Stein's very subjective really, isn't it? Either you love it or you hate it. I had a really good experience, but I've seen other food bloggers that hated it. I think it is a bit overrated really, but the lemon sole was good. Well, it was good when I went. That was about 2 years ago. I think I'll have to go back. But I think one thing at Rick Stein's is the price is crazy. Many people say he just doesn't care, because people will go anyway because of the name, Rick Stein, Cornwall, it's kind of synonymous with each other, isn't it? I'm making a right mess here. So yeah, Fisherman's Chippy, 8.5 out of 10. Definitely definitely worth coming if you're in Mevagissey and you want some fresh, sustainable Cornish fish that's not frozen and cooked by some decent lads. You said to me in there earlier, people that don't have salt and vinegar on fish and chips are a bit weird. I think that's true. These are fantastic. I'm going to finish these up and show you guys more of the beautiful Mevagissey. Really enjoyed those fish and chips. Bravo, the Fisherman's Chippy. Now it's time to explore a bit more of the village and harbour, and it's beautiful today in the glorious Cornish sun. The harbour front has plenty to keep you entertained and is both relaxed and lively. Fishing and leisure boats cruise in and out, seagulls drift overhead, and on a bright sunny day like today, the water glimmers and lights up the whole village. Mevagissey has a range of interesting shops selling all manner of things from jewellery to pasties and glassware. You'll find local artists, a bookstore and a traditional village sweet shop called Digby's. Mevagissey is an excellent place to find gifts for friends and family. You'll find Cornish souvenirs that aren't all crap and tacky. Mevagissey has multiple clothing shops including Fat Face and a fair few local offerings. These little roads can definitely be challenging, guys, if you don't know the area well, especially if you're in a large car. Fiat 500 for the win. Got a learner driver in front of me and they are struggling a little bit. Definitely not good for vans or big lorries either. Something else that's worth a mention is to hop aboard the Mevagissey to Quay ferry and cross the sheltered St Austell Bay to the Quay estuary. The ride is smooth and the sea is usually quite flat in the summer months. You'll pass peaceful coves, hidden beaches and maybe see dolphins and seals along the way. The journey is about 40 minutes across the entire St Austell Bay and you arrive in the pretty town of Quay. So guys, that was the beautiful Fisherman's Chippy at the stunning Mevagissey. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of our content. We really appreciate it, guys. See you soon.